Alright, hey you guys, it is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of A Testament of the Sister New Devil, episode 3, a reunion and a gap in trust. And I was right about last week's episode when I said that you could see Maria sitting like on the other side of the petition where um Basara and Yuki were sitting, and she did overhear them. Both her and Mio were sitting there, and they both overheard them. Heard Yuki tell Basara that he doesn't need to associate with Mio anymore. And Mio, she started having bad thoughts, and her curse kicked in. So she had to leave. She left in a hurry. I guess Basara and Yuki didn't know that they were there, but she left in a hurry, and Maria was following after her. And then you see like Basara, he's talking to Yuki, and he explains like why he's watching after her and why he's doing what he's been doing to keep her safe. And then you see like Maria whisper something in Mio's ear, and both of them blush, which is never a good sign coming from Maria. So after that, Basara, he like found he went to go, I guess he picked up some food to take home, and Yuki, like out of nowhere, she slashes a demon, and she's like, Mio is attracting stray demons because her powers are getting stronger, and if she gets bumped up from observation to elimination, then she is not going to hold back. So even if that causes Basara to resent her, so which really sucks because you can tell that Yuki, I think Yuki has feelings for Basara, but maybe that's just me. I could be wrong. But after that, Basara, he gets home, and Maria makes a proposal to him for them to get closer, and it turns out that she wants to take a bath, wants all of them to take a bath together. So Mio, she starts rubbing her boobs on Basara's back, and Maria brought the cake into the bathroom that Basara had bought for them, and it falls on his arm, and her and Mio start licking it off of his arm, and it was just a lot going on. And then there was even a part when Basara, he like pinned both of them down on the floor, and then he wakes up and he realizes like he's like laying on Maria, and Maria tells him that he stood up so fast that he had a massive nosebleed and like passed out. And Mio had been taking care of him, but she just told she just told Mio to go to sleep. So she was watching over him, and she even said that he, like, when she got in bed with him, he like slid his hand in her panties and was like ripping her butt. So Basara, he is very forward. And she even saw the dream he had, and she's like, I can, from your dreams, I can tell you can be a sadistic brute. Which I was like, well, dang, that's terrible. But after that, it got normal again, and we see, like, we see Mio and Basara, they're back in school, and Mio notices that Basara has been sleeping in class lately, and she's feeling some type of way about that. And then his friend, I cannot remember what his name is, comes into class and pretty much tells him that he has to help Yuki with the end of the semester projects because he just transferred in. He didn't have to do it, but he did have to help in some way, shape, or form. So he was going to go help Yuki, and Mio got jealous and was getting upset because she felt like she couldn't trust Basara because he was associating with Yuki, even though it really wasn't of his own will. So Mio fell out, and Basara was taking care of her. He took her to the nurse, and the nurse pretty much told him that you need to watch the company that you keep because you've made a lot of enemies, and it really doesn't matter how many people you are friends with, it's the quality of the person. So Basara keeps this in mind, and he's like watching over Mio. Mio wakes up and pretty much tells him not to leave her because he was about to leave and go help. So he stays, and then later on they get attacked by some demons. Yuki kidnaps Mio and pretty much tells her that she's the reason why Basara has had to raise his sword because he had to use his sword the reason why he was kicked out of the clan or out of the village was because he had to kill a lot of his companions, and that's why he's not as strong as he used to be, and blah blah blah. So after all of that, Basara finally finds her by using the curse mark on his hand, and he gets to the roof just in time to stop both of them from fighting each other, because Yuki was about to try to kill Mio, and Basara was like, "Why are you doing this?" He pretty much scolded Yuki and scolded Mio for both fighting against each other, and then out of nowhere, this masked man comes up, and he pretty much tells Mio that she is the reason why Basara has been sleeping in class, because every night him and Maria would go out and kill the stray demons that are attracted to her, and he pretty much told her that she can give away her powers that have been inherited from her father to him, and this huge demon like appears behind her, and Basra saves, like he jumps in front of her and the demon stabs him in the back, which was like, wait a minute, what? And of course he landed in her boobies, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. So I mean, it looked pretty comfortable, even though he could possibly be dead. That's really sad. But yeah, this episode caught me off guard a little bit. Really was not prepared at all for this episode, but it was still awesome though. So yeah, as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. I have a bad feeling about what is going to happen in next week's episode. I hope Basara can't be dead, because he is the main character. And most of the time, characters have like the main character protection where they don't die, blah blah blah. And Mio would be screwed if Basara did die right now. So I don't think Basara's going to be dead, but I don't know. I think Mio might go like Super Saiyan and just take everybody out. That would be awesome too. So yeah. So, as always, I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode. What do you think is going to be happening in next week's episode? But as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.